Good evening, afternoon, whenever you're watching this. We've had a lot of new members join us lately, both social and affiliated. I just thought I'd do a very brief video by way of an introduction and a welcome, to save sending lots of emails and photographs out of our club rules and what have you. I thought I'd do that in my rather fetching new Paphos ready club sweatshirt. If anybody wants to go to Paphos, by the way, the flights are cheap and it's on the 13th of March. Marathon, half marathon, 10k or 5k. But anyway, that's another story. So welcome. Who are the 545? Started in 2012 when my family and I owned a sports shop. We bought No Sports in Stoke Road and we ran that for 7 years, which we really enjoyed. Our customers started running with us on a Wednesday night after work, strangely enough, at 5:45. They became our friends. They've ultimately become our family, our other family, and that's where we are today. We're a social running group, but we are now affiliated to the Association of Running Clubs. This brings with it an annual membership fee per person of £10 a year if you want to be affiliated. You don't have to be affiliated. You can run with us as a guest for as long as you want or forever if you want. The £10 a year membership means that you are covered with insurance when you do run with us, either on a training run or a race, although races will come with their own insurance, obviously. One or two other fringe benefits: you will get the odd pound or two off entry to events. Not as many as we would if we were affiliated to England Athletics, but then we don't pay best part of £50 a year for membership. Affiliation to England Athletics comes with a lot more rules and regulations. We don't like too many rules and regulations. Our constitution has but 3 rules. Number 1, be a nice person. If you're not a nice person, we ain't the club for you. Number 2, don't do anything to bring the club or our wonderful town into disrepute. Number 3, be responsible for your own youngsters, and youngsters and animals are welcome to join us for our events. No problem at all. It's great to see them. It's always good to bring on the next generation and keep the youngsters involved. And number 4, there's no more rules. So that's about it, really. We meet at the Fallen Acorn Brewery every Wednesday. We occasionally change that when we take the run on tour, just to so that we can drink in another establishment post-run. But Fallen Acorn and Mumby Road, that's our home. They've been very gracious and good enough to give us a home. They ask for nothing in return other than we drink the odd shandy, which we do. It seems only fair. We meet on a Sunday at the Bayside Cabin, when we'll run for an hour. You don't have to run for an hour, but we'll promulgate the route. It's generally 30 minutes out, 30 minutes back. Quicker runners go further, slower runners don't go quite as far, but we all finish together, have a coffee and breakfast. Sometimes we take that on tour and we go to an establishment elsewhere just so that people can get a change of scenery and eat and drink somewhere differently. But all of that information will be posted on our Facebook page. We offer intervals on alternate Tuesdays and Thursdays in the evening. That's for those that want to see a bit of progression. We don't expect you to progress. It's only there if you want to do it. We do have more serious runners amongst our numbers who want to be competitive, although we're all a little bit competitive, if not only with ourselves. And there's coaching available. We've got a whole wealth of experience from every distance, from ultra running down to the mile, in amongst our members. So there's always somebody you can talk to for advice if you're not sure, and someone to run with if you need a running partner. And that's the whole point. After all, we're a social running group. That in essence is the 545. The £10 membership is due in March. It lasts you for 12 months. It allows us to do 1 or 2 charitable events, nothing major, but we can sponsor a junior athlete every year. This year it's young Zach Taverner. Last year it was Noah Ripert. And we don't expect anything in return other than that they enjoy the sport, their chosen sport. Zach's a very keen triathlete, really. He likes swimming, cycling and running. So the new shoes that ourselves and Alexandra Sports graciously kitted him and fitted him out with should help towards that. It also allows us to put on 1 or 2 events. We have a very good summer ball. We usually have a very nice Christmas dinner and dance. We've just recently bought a new banner. So your membership money all goes towards that sort of stuff, really. But like I say, if you just want to turn up every now and again, if, for example, you're in the Navy or the Armed Services and you can only join us once every 6 months, probably not worth being a member unless you really want to, and then fly the flag for us when you're abroad. That's terrific. But again, it's entirely up to you. Joining us socially comes with no expectation to join us as an affiliated member. It's just nice. It's just nice to have you on board either way. So that's it in a nutshell. We look forward to seeing you at one of our runs on a Wednesday, Tuesday, Thursday or Sunday. If you've got any questions in the meantime, just post it on our Facebook page and somebody will answer your question for you. Nice to have you on board.